It's music all the way. I suppose I learned guitar in Drumlish in County Longford, like where Declan Nerney's guitar player Mel Crow taught me. He plays in a band called Busy Fingers, and then emigrated to Leeds when I was 15. I was playing in singer-songwriter kind of bands there, like supporting Damien Rice and The Frames, and Mick went to school with two of the lads out with the cows as they were in Runston Parva then. And
we've only been, it's about 7 years now since we've been playing together, because I played in a lot of various other different bands.
I went to uni, and then you were in a bar job, and then we were both in bar jobs, and then my dad died, and then I thought, that's it, music or JCB, you know.
Yeah.
it was music, and here we are now, like, you know, on a back to work scheme with 3 top 20s. So. Oh God, Roxy Music, Pulp, Serge Gainsbourg, Nick Cave, and Foster and Allen.
5 words or 5 bands?
5 bands, yeah, 5 bands, yeah, sorry. Take my clothes off.
Leave that to Sleepy.
No, we just rock out and sit, like, you know, just sing our balls out, really, like, you know. Yeah. But I think the showmanship crack comes from 10 years of gigging, like, you know, from workmen's clubs up the north to like playing to grannies in Longford theatres, you know, so you learn an awful lot of tricks on the road and how to connect with an audience, and it's harder to play to 2 people than it is 2,000 people, so that's what, because I played to 2 people last night and it was very
used
hard.
to play to 2 people, you know.
But who would you like to work with ideally, like, you know?
I'd love to work with, be fit to afford David Arnold or something like that, you know.
God, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
For string-wise.
Did a good job on the cows, you know.
Torry Johansson, I always wanted to work with over in Sweden, because it's just for its drum sounds, really, you know.
Franz Ferdinand and David Kitt.
And all the Cardigan stuff I always found sounded amazing, you know.
But Brian Eno, in a perfect world, wouldn't everyone want to, like, we'd be obsessed with Roxy Music, so to go to Brian Eno now, like, you know, it'd be...
He's only meant to make the tea, though, when he's on a session, though.
Is it serious?
That's all he does, is make the tea. But he makes really good tea.
Too. I love Eno. You can't lie at this game because you'll get found out, you know. So just to be honest, really.
And consistency, I think, is the main thing, you know.
And never. Well, if you're gonna give up, you know, just get a proper job, isn't it? Like, you know, just keep going. You've got to be the real deal, like, you know. Whatever. Have you ever seen Tutti Frutti with Robbie Coltrane? Going back to the 80s, where they were a rock and roll band, and in the end, the guitarist, like, he throws some diesel over himself and then lights his cigarette, and that's his rock and roll life. It does to Mammy, doesn't it? Like, to me, Mammy and me granny. But if we got on the Late Late Show, I think everything would be forgiven.
Yeah,
we'd be all right, like, you know.
I'm happy enough anyway. Like, we're breaking even with the deals and everything, you know.
Giving Bruce Springsteen the album this year, or giving Chuck Berry an album, and he signed the album and gave it back to me. that was really fun.
The most proud thing is just to have the actual physical product that, like, for so many years have been messed around by other people, that we've actually done this ourselves, and it's there. You go down to HMV, it's on the racks, do you know what I mean? That's what I find amazing, you know? It's really good. Or even, like, the songs getting played on the radio, it's like, how do we get away with that, do you know? How do we pull that one off for it to be played on the radio, you know, on 2FM? I think it's great, you know?
At first, but then you get used to it, and then you want more, and then it becomes the drug radio, like, you know, you want a on Radio 1 in England, everywhere, you know, too. But that's brilliant, isn't it? It's just to connect.
And just the gigs, you know, and people singing along to the songs at gigs since the album's come out, you know. That's a great feeling, you know.